Hey folks, welcome back to another
Pokemon Masters EX
video, and today we're gonna talk about my New Year's Sabrina. Okay, who's she's coming out in obviously at the reset, which, as the whole world probably would know by now, I will be summoning obviously live at reset when that happens. So hope y'all join the summoning stream. It's gonna be great. I'm actually, usually I just go for 3 out of 5 on the news. I'm going for 5 out of 5. 5 copies of Sabrina, all right, on stream. Not gonna be, you know what? No. I'm not even gonna talk about, you know, the Cynthia stuff, the bad vibes. Cause first time when regular Sabrina came around, we actually had really good luck over there. We got like 5 out of 5 before scout points, if I remember correctly, or something like that. So hopefully we could get something similar this time around as well on the New Year's Sabrina banner when she drops. So also Vulcaner as well. We're also going to be summoning on him after the Sabrina banner. So make sure to tune in. Anyways, let's get into the actual video now. So Sabrina Chingling, right? The New Year's unit, right? Seasonals. As always, like the #1 thing for seasonals is you should have to remember they are seasonals. They're generally only going to be here once a year. So if you really like the character, the outfit, or the Pokemon or whatever, right? You just, if it's like, again, if it's like favorite character or whatever, like it's mine, you just have to go for it, right? You just have to go for it, or else that's like a year, right? And you know, not coming back. That being said, let's actually talk about this unit. So this is a, well, psychic type unit. Not that it matters because it's a support. Well, it matters a bit because it has some like psychic terrain stuff, which I have no clue why they put there, but whatever. She's a support unit. She's a special attack support, right? With X special attack, all that could, you know, either with NPR or ramp up, could max out your whole team's special attack, which is obviously definitely very good. You also have Condition Shield, which I see a lot of people just shrugging off, like, okay, yeah, whatever, who cares? Which generally, if you're talking about like Master Mode or whatever, right? Yeah, it is kind of who cares. But in Legendary Arena, it's definitely very nice because a lot of the toughest like parts of Legendary Arenas, in my opinion at least, are like the like getting hit by a condition, right? Whether it's paralysis, the toxic from Thunderous, although again, or not Thunderous, Tornadus. Oh, obviously there are ways to, you know, circumvent that, like Entei's Fire Spin, etc., right? So having Condition Shield is definitely not terrible. Again, especially since we're getting the Legendary Gauntlet as like probably the next like big thing, right? Well, not probably, it is the next big thing. So that's actually kind of nice. Right, let's see. As taking up like whole move though. Oh well, whatever. Anyways, next move, Clear Mind, restores an ally's HP by approximately 40% of its maximum HP and implies enduring effect to ally. Honestly, I kind of hate this trainer move. Nothing against healing. Healing is fine, but like just giving endurance is kind of like, okay. I mean, it's not, endurance isn't bad. It's just like, sure, would have preferred to be a bit more interesting instead of just this, which I, again, don't really care for. So, anyways, that aside, in terms of its stats, she has actually some really good stats, right? Very good speed, right? As supports, you generally really want, you know, solid speed. Really good speed with a 1 gauge spammable, right? On top of having 235 on both defenses. That's definitely nice. Obviously, you're not going to do a lick of damage, right? You're a support, but, you know, whatever. Unlike the other Sabrina, who actually do some damage. This one, not so much. And you actually have some really good HP here as well, right? It's almost 700 HP with 235 on both defenses and speed. So if you think, well, she kind of looks like the regular Sabrina, right? So, you know, what's the point? Yes and no. Like, her kit looks very similar, right? To the regular Sabrina's kit in some ways. But in my opinion, as a professional Sabrina user, I think they're like, their playstyles is like completely different, because the great thing about the regular Sabrina is She gets your stuff up really, really fast, right? And the downside of this Sabrina is you don't get it as fast. For example, the passive, right? Sharp Teamwork, 30% chance of raising crit, or 2, Sharp Teamwork 2, 30% chance of raising the crit of all allied sync pairs by 1 stat rank when the user's attack move is successful. Upside, you don't cost MP, which is nice for Battle, I guess, but like downside, you don't get this as fast, right? You don't get this as fast, which again, in Master Mode, you don't want that. With Master Mode, you want Die Hit All, right? With Crit Squad, which is what regular Sabrina has, you want to get that as all your stuff as soon as possible, and then you roll the enemy over, right? Which again, not what you have over here. A lot of her kit is for much longer battles that take time to slowly accumulate, right? For example, Team Smart Command 2, 30% chance of, and this is, in my opinion, I don't even know why people aren't talking about this. This is really, really good. 30% chance of increasing special moves up next effect of all allied sync pairs by 1 rank when the user's trainer uses a move. So the trainer moves has 30% chance of giving special move up next, right, to your whole team, which is very, very good, especially if you're running 2 damage dealers, because that's extra 40%, right? That's an extra 40% multiplier, and if you're running, you know, 2 damage dealers that do, you know, similar damage, that's an extra 80% damage boost for a whole team for 1 turn. That's almost double the damage. It's like you're using 1 turn to like do 2 turns worth of damage, right? Almost. But again, it does take time to proc, right? Also some other stuff that also shows that. For example, in her grid, Team Tough Luck 4, 50% chance of raising defense, special defense, or both of all allied sync pairs by 1 stat rank when hit by an attack move. If you're trying to fight something fast, like again a Champion Stadium, whatever, right? You're not gonna be getting that unless you, okay. Like I guess I can't say it like this, because I guess you could do like HP parameters, although honestly HP parameters doesn't even take that long anymore. Like Champion Stadium is just really easy at this point. Well, 2K maybe not so much, but like generally, you know, not very difficult for the good rewards at least. But you know, regardless, you're not going to be spending that much time to get all these buffs in Champion Stadium. Also with Fast Track 2, right? 30% chance of raising speed of your whole team when you use Confusion, which is why again all this stuff is just much, you know, better in well, more achievable, I guess, in Legend Arena. It's not better because it takes longer to get. Like, obviously, you know, get it faster, much better. But it's just that she has so many buffs, right? It just takes a while to get all of them. It just takes a while to get them, right? And that's definitely again a downside for shorter battles. Still a downside for longer battles, but in longer battles, it's not. You know, you have time to get all that stuff in, right? As for some other stuff, you have Aggravation 4 on Confusion, which honestly I don't really care. Like, sure, like most, like again, the issue with units that try to confuse the opponents is that most, you know, that doesn't have anything else going for themselves, right, in terms of confusion, right, is that most units that use confusion multipliers also confuse themselves really well, by themselves very well anyways, right? So I don't care about it. Like, okay, cool, like confusion, oh, okay, to be fair to, look at me, I'm saying to be fair, Spoon. To be fair, I guess like confusion in of itself is nice. It's not anything crazy, but it's, I guess, nice to have. But anyways, regardless, let's go further into the grid, right? Again, stuff like this is very good, right? Defense, special defense of your whole team, and that's the other thing, right? She is a offensive, right? Offensive support that is actually really tanky, right? Again, very good tank stats on top of buffing both defense and special defense. You also have a healthy healing over here as well as an option, because usually offensive supports, a lot of the really good ones also are slightly a liability defensively, right? I'm not saying all of them. Sonya is fantastic, right, defensively as well as a tank. What's his face? Ingo also, right? But you know, units like regular Sabrina, Hilbert, Bugsy, right? These, you know, other also, you know, top tier supports. Offensive supports, yeah, they're fine. Marowak, right? That's another one. But like defensively, they're slightly suspect. They're, again, they get taken out very fast, which Generally not a huge deal in master mode, because you get all your buffs in, you die fine, right? But like, you know, against in longer stages, maybe like a legendary arena, right? Obviously a bit tankier would be nice. As for some other stuff, let's see, ramp up gets you max +6 special attack for a whole team, obviously in two uses of this, although I kind of prefer this instead. Just go for the MP refresh instead. If you're wondering what the heck, why? It's just for more chances to proc Team Smart Command too, right? So, what else? You have the 2 Master Healers. You have the MP refresh on your training move as well. Another MP refresh on Condition Shield, Group Therapy. Why? Just use your Condition Shield earlier. Sync Free for All is actually pretty nice, right? If you are using her EX support. All this stuff, I do not care. I don't even know why they add this stuff. Like, why? Like, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Why are you adding, like, she doesn't set Psychic Train herself. She's not that great in a lot of Psychic teams, right? Like, the only like, Psychic type that she's really good with is Mewtwo, and she is very good with Mewtwo, that's for sure, right? Because Mewtwo can max his own crit buff, so we don't have to worry about the passive crit buff thing, right? And all Mewtwo really needs is just max out special attack, and then boom, you get some extra special attack ups for Mewtwo, really nice. Also, Musharna, you get some, you know, since you're not like always in a hurry to start doing damage to the Musharna, I guess you could wait for the crit buffs, right? But yeah, anyways, I don't really care about any of these. Precognition is nice, but like, Precognition 1? Don't care about, like, I really don't care about any of these, but anyways, yeah, she definitely has a lot of really nice notes on her grid, right? A lot of these are really, this is good. Oh, MGR9, forgot about that, right? MGR9 on a 1-gauge spam, this is great, good. All the MPRs, it just gives you extra chance at the special attack up for a whole team, right? Which is always great. Mana Cure is fine. Quick Cure, forgot to mention that, also really good. Guard Entry is nice too, honestly. This I don't care for. This is nice. And if you look at the grid, right now you can see a big issue. What's the issue, folks? Stuff over here, top left, top right, bottom left. And these are all expensive ones, right? The 10 cost, 7 cost. I mean, don't worry, like, I definitely have a few really nice grid builds, so it's not like, it's slightly exaggerated, it's like not that bad, but like, it's definitely not good, right? It's all spread out, very costly, a lot of these, right? So, you're just not gonna be getting all of them, but I mean, well, no one can get all the nodes on their grid, but there's a lot of really good ones that you kind of just have to pick and choose between, right? You know, which ones you want. So again, you could pick on depending on the stage, right? Which you you know, what you want to prioritize, all that stuff. But yeah, in terms of how many copies you want for her, right? If you're trying to go for her, if you are trying to go for her, I'd say 3. I'd say 3, right? You kind of need 3. At 2 copies, you really, I don't care, like, again, good stuff, like, at every single, you know, at 2 copies, she has a lot of great stuff, but I think most of her, like, the best stuff is at 3 copies, in my opinion. You have Ramped Up here, you have Team Tough Luck 4, right? These are, MP Refresh and Clear Your Mind, are, in my opinion, the best stuff on her grid, right, at 3 out of 5. Again, 2 out of 5 is nice, too, but anyways, should you summon for this unit? Look, I love Sabrina. I love New Year Sabrina. I love that they gave me New Year Sabrina. I think people are severely underrating her a bit. But again, hey, might be just me, right? Might be just me. You know, I'm a big Sabrina fan, etc. All that stuff. Although, being a big Sabrina fan, I'm also very critical of this unit because again, there's a lot of things I don't like about how they constructed this unit. Because I want my, you know, my unit to be perfect, and she's nowhere near perfect, right? But yeah, that being said, generally, no, not really, right? Again, is she good? She's good. She's a good, you know, I see people saying that she's like straight up bad, like a worse regular Sabrina, which again, I mentioned, I already talked about that before in depth. I do not agree at all, right? if you're talking about regular master mode, regular Sabrina is definitely better, right? But in a lot of scenarios, especially again in certain legendary arenas and the legendary gauntlet, this one's gonna be better. All right, it's straight up much better tank. You know, not in a hurry to buff everything. You got the extra, again, special attack up thing, which is just straight up breaks the damage cap for a lot of, you know, units. Extra, you know, potentially 80%, if you're running two, again, similar damage dealers, right? Is just nice, right? But, you know, that being said, is she like a absolute top tier support like a Sonya or whatever, right? No. She's good. She's good. She's not that good, right? She's not that good. And it's more so like not a her issue. It's more so we have Cynthia up and we have Lucas coming issue, right? It's more so like a banners issue than her. Like if there really weren't like that many crazy banners, if it's just a regular, you know, kind of a down month, then sure, this would be fine, great unit to go for, right? But at the moment, there's just more banners that you probably want to, maybe not like Lucas's, because like Poke Fairs we run a bit more often than Mass Affairs. I'd say Cynthia's is a bit more in terms of like which one you want to summon on. Also, plus ghost types are super down bad if you don't have any Lily, so there's also that as well. But yeah, I'd say those two banners are a bit more urgent, right? However, that being said, if you are in dire need of a good special attack support, which is very important. This is definitely a good special support to summon on, right? This is definitely a solid, good special support to summon on, especially again later on when Legendary Gauntlet comes out, right? You will need a lot of supports, right? Again, how well you do. I did an entire video on the Legendary Gauntlet, right? A bit of a preparation guide, right? In my opinion, how far you go in your Legendary Gauntlet mostly would depend on how far your supports are going to take you, right? I think supports are going to be generally the bottle cap for people in getting higher win streaks to farm more 5-star, you know, power up tickets, right? But yeah, like otherwise, if you're fine on special attack supports, this is not, you know, I don't think this is something you'd have to go for. As much as it pains me to say, hopefully this doesn't make it so that like her sales are low and then DNA's like, oh, I guess no one likes Sabrina, which is obviously false. What? Hello, I'm here. And like they never give us like Sabrinas in the future. But at the risk of that, I do have to say, as a honest to God Poemas's content creator, she's good. She's not top tier. And there are other banners that you should, as a free-to-play player, right? There are other banners that you should probably be spending your gems on, right? For example, like Cynthia. Unless you're a whale, then please buy all the gems of the world and summon for her. Thanks. So they give us more Sabrina in the future. Jokes aside, yeah, she's fine. Great unit, all that stuff. Gonna be really, really good in Legendary Arena. Not that much in Master Mode. Right, and solid unit, not anything crazy. There are more urgent units that you probably want to summon on. So anyways, that's me. This one. I hope you all gentlemen, guys, think in the comments down below. Like, share this videos from our channel for some more Poemas Con. Again, we will be summoning for her live later today when she drops. I'm going for 5 to 5 again this time, so wish me luck. That's gonna be tough. And good luck to anyone else summoning on her as well, or Vulcaner, or the other Vulcaner, or if you keep on, you know, trying to summon for Cynthia, whatever. Just good luck in general. Also, almost Happy New Year's, and I'll see you guys today or tonight at the summons then.
Pokemon Masters EX.